Good, we're doing documents. So, on the money page, where does it show me on the money
On the
page,
back of it.
Curtis, what the interest rate is?
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
No.
Wow, how long have you guys been here?
Over a month.
Good, that's my whole point. How many sets of documents have you done?
Over
None.
10.
About 3.
Good, you're going to start
Participated
doing
in
that.
over 10, but I've never done that.
Listen, this is a trick question. I've asked people who've been selling this for a year, doing documents every day because they don't go over the interest rate with the customer. They showed it to them earlier.
I know it's simple.
And I've done that. It's a trick question because you would expect it to be on the money page, but it's not. What's on the back of the money page? Don't look.
You don't want to know. The rescission of...
The cancellation notice. So we're going to start with the money page. Okay? Money page. Everybody see this?
Yes.
Good. When we're stripping documents, I'm starting at the back when I shouldn't be. Many people will strip the documents and they go like this. They take a cover and then they put it down on the table face down. And immediately the customer's eyes are going to look at that and go, oh, that's where I signed to cancel. We do not put pages face down on the table. We strip off a copy and we leave it face up where they can see what they filled out. We are not hiding rescission. We've addressed it on the front of the page. But it doesn't mean we have to stick it in their face either. We don't want to include in the paperwork. By the way, in case you decide to cancel, all you have to do is fill out the back over here and fax it to corporate. You don't even have to call me. They'll accept your cancellation easy. No, good way to get more cancellations. When you put it down on the table and you go to give them their copies and you fold your paperwork in thirds to stick it in the envelope, which sometimes I've noticed some of you have forgotten to put it in the envelope, guess what shows up on the top? So, when we are stripping documents, we're going to make sure our money page is in the middle of all the other copies, so when we fold our documents, there is blank on the outside. Very simple rule to reduce cancellations. We are not hiding rescission. We have addressed and spoken with them. The law requires that you orally inform your people that they have a 3-day right to cancel, or you have pointed out their right to cancel. But when you're doing your money page and you're going over this with them and you tell them, here's your enrollment fee, here's your activity fee, here's your app processing fee for a total price of this minus your down payment, leaving you a balance of that. Which says in your billing, if there are monthly payments, will be X amount per month starting on this due date of this year. We're billing it automatically for you on electronic funds transfer. The reason we want to do that is so we don't have to mail you a paper statement, so you can, on time, hopefully, remember to send a check, and hopefully the post office will deliver it on time. And then we have to take that and hand enter it into a database and then hand print you out a receipt. By putting you on electronic funds transfer, it's going to be on time every time. You do plan on paying your statement on time, don't you? Then good, I'm glad you won't have any objection if we do it automatically. That way nobody has room for error. That way no one can mistakenly type in the wrong amount you paid and it prevents mistakes. Got it? So on the money page box, if you're doing the money, the first thing you do is you go down here and it says total cash price. That's the bottom line of what they are paying. And you start there, total cash price. Then you go to the line above it, tax, and you draw a line through it, 0. Then you go to the line above it where it says processing fee. How much is the processing fee? $129, so we put $129 in there. And the activity fee is how much? $389, so we put $389 in there. And then we take the total price minus the tax, the application, and the processing fee, activity fee, and that will give us their enrollment fee. The enrollment fee is not what they paid. The enrollment fee is the star portion of their purchase. Then they have the activity fee and the processing fee. Everybody got it for a total price up. It's very important on your money page, if they decide, if you explain to them, let me grab my thing up here, on the money you have enrollment, activity fee, processing fee, tax, total, down payment, and balance. although it's actually written out as enrollment activity processing tax, total price, and unpaid balance. And this is paid with order. That when this will happen very often, you will have told somebody you bought a deal for $7,000 total. And they will go home and you might have told them you got the first year's activity fee free. Did any of you do that? I need a verbal on camera.
Yes.
We do not give first year's free. It might be included in their purchase. There are no free first years. Because when you say free first year, they go home and it says activity fee, $389. They're going to go, you lied to me. You said I had a free year. Sound familiar, Curtis? We do not give free anything. We can say it's included in your total purchase price. And the reason a $7,000 with no tax and the processing's $129 becomes a $64.81, because $64.81, $389, $129 is $7,000. We will explain to them, your total price is $7,000. Included in that is your $129 processing, your first year's activity fee, which means technically you paid $64.81 for your stars. The reason I separated it here, John and Mary, instead of just putting 7,000 on the top line and writing a 0 here and a 0 here so it looked free, is I want corporate to clearly see, and there's no ambiguity, what's the word? Ambiguity of whether or not you're current, active, and paid. There's no dispute here. So I reduced the first line so it will still only come out to the $7,000 we both agreed that you were paying. Do you understand that, Mr. and Mrs. Lunchbucket? Yes. Now you will not have problems with cancellation when they get home. And they're current. You put down X amount and your balance is Y. Total price minus down payment is Y. Everybody got it?
Yep.
Good. Question regarding this? Pause.